Hi, Stitchers. This is Stitching to Connect Annie. It is Tuesday. I believe it's March 26th. My calendar here. It is. It's March 26th. It's a lovely day, but it's 32 degrees today. We had a week after we had our I'm not sure why this lighting is so weird today, but a week after we had our 2-foot snowstorm, a week later, we had like 5 inches the other night. So it's still melting. It's trickling outside my window down. Outside my window, I have like this, down the hill, we have rocks, and then the water just drains through the rocks. So if you hear a trickling sound, that's what that is. It's my own personal little creek outside my window, which only does that when we have a lot of snow, or a lot of rain. Anyway, I'm rambling already. I wanted to hop on and do this. I'm having a major medical test done tomorrow I'm not sure how I'll fare from and how I'll feel afterwards. So I wanted to jump on and get this done. And I'm kind of dressed up. My husband and I are going to see Dune 2 tonight. And so I thought, I'm going to put some makeup, fix myself up a little bit, and then since I'm fixed up, I might as well do a Flosstube. I don't have a ton of things to talk about or show, so it'll be relatively short, although sometimes with my rambling, it does get longer. Anyway, so all that to say, it's good to see you. It's been 11, 12 days since I last did my last one. And last time I showed you that the Winter in Stars Hollow pattern. Try to get out of the glare here. And I got this much of this little section done over here. And that's her. She's a snow girl, snow woman. And so this is autumn, and this is going to be winter. And I did get a little bit of her started. So I spent a little bit of time on that. Our online virtual retreat starts tomorrow night. And it's Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and part of Sunday, I think. Or might be over on Saturday, but I think it's part of Sunday also. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll hop on and off as need be with various commitments over the next 4 days. And so anyway, that's how much I got done. I think I showed you last time what the rest of it looked like. I'm not going to take it out of the Q snap, but that's how much I've done. So this is fall. I want to say this is summer. And then spring, has started on another piece of fabric, and I'm going to have to splice that together. But I think it's going to be okay because it's, what do I want to call it? It's full coverage. So the piece of fabric I have is the same count, and I'll just have to kind of splice it together. And I think it'll look fine. I don't think you'll be able to tell. And I think I'm going to do a frame and frame it when I'm done. So that was fun. What else? Oh, and then this is kind of funny. So the other thing, I've only stitched on, I think, 3 things. So the other thing that I stitched on was this. It says, keep your head high and your crown straight. I don't know why on this device it flips it backwards, but when it shows up when you're watching it, it's all straight. So I don't understand technology, but so it says Little Robin's Designs. I think it's a 2024 design because she has 2024 in that corner. But this is that I got a lot done on it. The thing I ran into is I'm doing it with an overdyed floss, and I ran out. So I've got to order some more because I really like the color. It's a variegated kind of blue. This fabric that I'm stitching it on is Be Stitch Me fabric. It's 16 count. And I really like it. It's very similar, if you look. It's very similar to the one that it's shown on it. That has a lot of modeling on it. You can't really tell when I show it in camera. But anyway, so I was kind of out of my stitchy realm, and I wanted to pull myself back in, and I saw this, and I thought, I'm gonna stitch that. So I got quite a bit done. I just have a few more crowns and the rest of the letters, and it'll be a done deal. And I think I'll make it into a little pillow like they have shown here. So that, and then I can show this on my, this is what I'll show you next. Sorry about the glare. I think I got it. This is called Firebird. It's by, I got it on Creative Poppy. If you want to take a picture of it. Creative Poppy, it's Gara is the name of the designer, I believe. No. Kyoko Maruoka. I don't know how to pronounce it. Maruoka. Gara is the name of the company, I believe. But you get it through creativepoppy.com. And I only know about this because I had a dear friend that I made friends with. I think she lives in Connecticut. I'm pretty sure she does. Anyway, when I went to Steel City Stitchers retreats last year and the year before, I'm not going this year because I'm going to Stitch North and it's very close in dates. So her name is Amy Andrews. Hi, Amy, if you're watching. She's a really fun, good friend that I made. And we message each other, and she's working on this, and she likes birds a lot. And I have some bird charts, but they never grabbed me like this one does, because this is called Firebird, Russian Folktales. And it is gorgeous. I am not doing it on a dark fabric. My eyes don't handle that well. And Amy wasn't doing it on a black fabric either. So the one I saw, well, I do love the frame on this. I would love to find a frame. You can see the way that it is gorgeous. I would love to find a frame to frame it. This is how far I've gotten. She is so fun. It has to be a she because she's decked in all these colors. Although I know that in the bird realm, males are the ones with all the colors, but I'm determining, she's mine, and I'm determining that it's a she. Amy has gotten the bird completely done and is working on the big flower that the bird is perched over. But yeah, that's 2 days worth of stitching. 2 days worth of stitching. Yeah, I stitched a lot on her yesterday because I basically started her yesterday. I stitched a lot on her yesterday, and then I stitched her tail, the beginning of her tail. What is her tail? Yeah, part of her tail. And I did her eye today. And it's a fun stitch. And I was telling Amy how fun it is because when you look at the picture, you see all these amazing colors and everything, but you don't realize that these are all, until you get to stitching it, these are all flower designs that the designer has put in them, and they're fabulous. They're just amazing. And it's a very fun stitch because it just kind of blooms right in front of your. That's the term I would use. As you develop it and stitch it, it kind of blooms right in your face. But I really, really like her. She's a fun stitch. I'm going to really enjoy her. Those are the only 3 things I've stitched on. So I definitely will be stitching more on Gilmore Girl piece the next few days. And when I'm not stitching on her, I'll probably keep stitching on Miss Firebird over here. I need to name her because she's so amazing. And what else have I gotten? I really haven't gotten much more. I should probably just pause this and add to it because I really have nothing else to show you. And it's only been, this is so short. But have I ordered anything? So I did get a bunch of, this is the color, part of the color palette for Miss Firebird. Queen Firebird, whatever you want to call her. It's part of it. And I ordered threads for her and another project or 2, I'm not sure. And so I got some skeins of thread from 1 2 3 Stitch. Did I get any? I didn't get any patterns. It seems like I ordered something else and I'm just not remembering what it was. The where or why. Oh, I think probably a little bit of it had to do with, I think I mentioned to you that I was going to teach a neighbor how to stitch when I last talked to you. And she came over what's today, Tuesday? A week ago yesterday. And we sat and stitched for 2 hours. And I taught her how to stitch. And I taught her kind of the ins and outs of cross stitch and what it's all about. And we're working on a pattern that, see if I can find it. I think I have it right at hand. Maybe I have it right at hand. This is crazy. Why is it doing this? I don't know. Janine. Okay, I had to pause a minute. So I'm doing this cross stitch university pattern with her. She has changed the blue to red and the gray to brown. And she is not super excited about the greens and the trees, so we'll probably change those out too. But it's a great pattern for a beginner. And I also had her watch, I can't remember the name of the gal that does the fat quarter. Y'all know who she is, and you're yelling it at me, but I can't think of her name. Anyway, she does, it's called Cross Stitch University Beginner's Guide to Cross Stitch. And she does a great job of teaching the basics of cross stitch. I supplemented a little bit with Janine about the way I stitch because my stitching is very adapted to my arthritis and how I stitch. And so I thought, well, I'll give her my take on it because maybe she needs to adapt to her stitching a little bit too. She doesn't have the physical challenges that I have, that I can tell, because she didn't stitch for very long. But she got the basics down, and I was able to give her a lot of the tools, because as you know, if you're a stitcher, we have a lot of tools in our stash, multiple sets of things that either people have given us or we've gotten in boxes or we bought ourselves. And so, yeah, I gave her a pair of scissors and a needle minder and a floss wrapper so that you could measure your floss, and floss drops and bobbins and all the things that a basic stitcher would need to get started. Put it in a little one of those Amazon mesh bags for her. And I think she's excited because I was able to text her this weekend. I think maybe it was Friday. And I just said, just checking in, no pressure. I just want to see if you have any questions. She's a neighbor. She just lives just down the street, but with all our snow and ice and crazy weather, I didn't want to walk down there. She did walk over on Monday because it was pretty decent. I know maybe she drove. I don't know for sure, but it's only a block. She's only a block away, so that's nice. Anyway, she seemed to enjoy it, and when I asked her how it was going, she said, I watched a few more of the university videos, and I have some questions. So next week, can we meet again? And I went, yeah, sure, absolutely. So I'll schedule something around my health challenges and tests right now, and we'll get together and see what we can keep creating. So I think she's having fun with it. I was going to stitch the same thing, but I decided I'd rather use my stitching time for something else. So I'm a little bit selfish that way, but we only have so much stitching time, or we only have so much ability to do our stitching. So when I started Miss Firebird over here, I thought, I'll just stitch on that and show her all the fun things you can do with that. I did pull out one of my Mirabilias because I wanted her to understand how, I believe they are, complex charts and patterns can get. And so I pulled out my at the Met and showed her that. And then talked a little bit about I showed her my Gilmore Girls one too, which is a full coverage, which then she could understand what full coverage was. So I am just blathering here. I'm going to say goodbye for now. And if you're interested in a little bit of a health update, you're welcome to continue watching. But this is Stitching to Connect Annie. Bye for now. I'm sure I will think of several other things once I hang up, or stop the video. But I guess my main focus is going to be Gilmore Girls this week and my Firebird pattern. And then I need to order some more overdyed thread for that one project. I think I'm also have a couple of Zoom. I think I have a Zoom tonight, which I'm not going to be able to do, or maybe do for an hour, because I'm going to the movie with my husband tonight. So that'll be fun. Okay, bye for now. This is Stitching to Connect Annie. And if you're interested, that's the sign for this is my life and health update. So 2 weeks ago, and I'll show you because it's a little bit alarming and I don't know how specifically to deal with it other than to just show you what's going on. I don't know if you can see that, but one foot is purple and one foot is flesh. That's what my right foot's doing now. And so I'm trying to find out why. So I've had 2 vein studies done, one of veins and then one of arteries. And they did that last week, the artery one last week. Both showed there's no blockages, which I guess is good. I'm just looking for answers right now. My foot gets very numb and tingly when it gets like that. So I don't know what it is. Tomorrow, I'm having a test done where it's called an EMG. EMG, yeah. Excuse me. And it's a test where they test the nerves from your back, down the backs of your legs and into your feet to see what's firing and what isn't. To see if I have a pinched nerve somewhere or something that's causing this pain in my back and my hips and my buttocks and legs and all of that stuff. I don't know, folks. I don't know. I would just like some answers. I really would. It's definitely on the frustrating side of life. So I'm now looking forward to it. It's supposed to be somewhat painful from what my PT gal said. I know they're going to put needles in some of the nerves and then see what fires and what doesn't. And I don't know what to expect. It's an inpatient kind of doctor office kind of procedure. My husband's taking me. He's been great about taking me to my doctor appointments, rearranging the care for Jamie and making sure he's there for me, which I super appreciate and super need right now. Yeah, that's where we're at. So I do have an appointment. I couldn't get it till the end of April for a second opinion of all the stuff I've had done. So if we don't get any answers from this test, at least I will have all my x-rays, all my, I've had MRIs done. I've had the vein studies done. I've had x-rays, of my back. And all that's been done and all my injections and everything, and I'll take them in hand and go see this other doctor. I hope to get in to see another one. I'm going to get another second opinion. This one doctor is kind of associated with pain management and more like what my doctor that I have been seeing is a pain manager kind of person. And then I'd really like to get in to see a back surgeon and just see what their thoughts are. I'm hoping to do it local, but I don't know if I've mentioned it before. My daughter really has a doctor she would like me to see, which is in D.C., Washington, D.C., and if I don't get enough answers and stuff like that, I will probably fly to DC, stay with my daughter, and get that checked out. That'll probably be late spring, early summer. All that to say, I'm still very excited about my new grandbaby coming in July. And that's part of the reason I want to get this solved is I want to be the best Grammy I can be for her. I want to be able to hold her. I want to be able to rock her and get in and out of a chair and have it be a wonderful Grammy time with her. So I'm trying to solve these issues before she arrives, and the due date is July 1st. But I am going to Seattle, where my son and daughter-in-law and baby coming live. And I'm going there for her baby shower in May. So that's Mother's Day weekend. My daughter and my granddaughter from DC are coming, so that'll be fun. And I'm going for about 5 days to a week. I haven't made my reservations yet. But the other thing I'm excited about is I'm going to Stitch North, which I mentioned, and that's like the last week of April, or next to last week of April. I went last year. It was the first week of May, which was my birthday week. This is like right before that. So I am going to that. And it's outside of Toronto, Canada. And I've got my tickets for that. Ooh, that was expensive. I didn't expect. International travel is expensive right now, folks, or it was to that area of the country. So I did get my tickets for that. And that'll be a Wednesday, Thursday to a Sunday, I believe. Last year I stayed till Monday because I found out I could go see Niagara Falls, and that's what I did last year. But I've done it now, so I don't need to go back. And so I think I'm coming home Sunday. I think that's what the plan is. So yeah. So like I said, we're melting outside. There's still like 5 inches of snow on my balcony outside my sliding glass door here. Like I said, I don't know why this light is fluctuating so much, but I had fun talking to you. It always lifts my spirits to connect with you. This is Stitching to Connect Danny. Keep stitching, keep connecting, like, subscribe, comment if you'd like, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.